Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Hey, good morning. Welcome everybody to another edition of See You in the Morning. Late, and I actually have a reason why. I ain't gonna be on here long today. I apologize for my tardiness. I'm not gonna be tardy again, and then I'd be retarded, and I don't need to be retarded. I just need to stay in my regular tardy zone. But welcome to See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to wake up at some point in the morning and give y'all way too much of my personal business. Welcome to a snow day edition without snow. We had all kinds of cancellations and delays. There's cancellations and delays, and some snow came, but ain't no real snow. Ain't get no real snow. So let me explain why I was late. Get on here, give y'all just a little bit of something, and then I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm jumping on, and I'm finna jump right back off. If you're not familiar with what See You in the Morning is, my horrible idea to wake up in the morning and give you too much of my personal business. If this is your first time hearing this, you might experience something so cold. If you've been here before, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Now, I try to make sure that I'm consistent and give y'all a show every day. Almost missed the show today. Will probably miss the show tomorrow as I head back home to Los Angeles. So I'll probably miss the show tomorrow. But today, true story. Well, let me do this. Let me speak to everybody that speaks to me first. That's one thing I do every day on this show is I speak to everybody that speaks to me. Low speaking numbers today. I'm telling y'all, ain't nobody gonna tune in because it's 10:30. Everybody just figure I forgot I ain't doing the show today. So let me just go ahead and speak to those who speak to me. Then I'll be in and I'm out. And it's gonna be easy to speak because ain't nobody here to speak this morning. Winning a bronze medal this morning. Courtboard. Good morning, Courtboard. Courtboard. With the bronze medal, that's the mythical morning medal. That means you were the third person to speak. Courtboard. With the silver is TT, Tiny and Tasty, Crystal Pinnell. And the gold medal goes to Dolores Lewis. Gold medal goes to Dolores. So Dolores with the gold, Crystal with the silver. Courtboard with the bronze. Almost getting a medal this morning is Brendan Bowman, the aluminum fourth. Also here is downtown Keith Brown, baddest man in the whole town. Badder than the Deep Blue Sea, badder than you and me. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Aunt Pat. That's it. We was able to get those knocked out quick. It didn't even take a whole lot. Good morning, Wilberta. Kept them numbers low today. You get in here early, man. Late, people don't know what to do. Y'all are used to a Pacific time. And I didn't meet that goal, but I had a reason. So last night I got a phone call. Good morning, JD. Don't call me Martin Luther the King. Good morning, Stephanie. Last night I got a phone call. Now, I don't know if y'all have family members. I do have some family members. A couple of them that I actually like. So I got a phone call last night from a couple of my family members. I ain't feel like answering it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was in the movies. I ain't finna answer. I ain't finna answer. I'm in the movies. They called me during the movies. And not only did they call me, they FaceTime me. Now, I don't know if everybody in here stays FaceTime ready. I don't always stay FaceTime ready. A lot of times in my drawers. Good morning, JD, Lynette. Good morning. A lot of times I'm in my underwear. In my underwear, right there in them. Good morning, Fernita. Now I know the underwear ain't got nothing to do with me answering the phone because I'm not answering the phone from my crotch down. I'm not blessed enough to answer the phone with my crotch. That's not something I'm able to do. A lot of people, I mean, you got some mandingos out there that may answer the phone with their third finger, third leg, their little baby arm. They may answer the phone with their baby arm. My baby arm don't work that way. Good morning, Stephanie, Tiffany. So I got a phone calls, FaceTimes in the movie, so I decided not to answer it. I was like, I ain't even finna answer. So I let it go. Then they called right back. Back-to-back calls. I was like, oh, this could be important. So I took it upon myself to go ahead and answer. Miss Cuffy, good morning. I went ahead and answered the phone call. So when I answer the phone call, I'm answering my phone call in clearly I can't talk mode. Hey, what's wrong? No, I sent a text. Everything okay. I don't get anything back. So now I got to go and call. My family members. So I call and I say, hey, what's going on? And I get mama's in the hospital. Now, mama's not my mama, because my mama, there's no need in putting her in the hospital at this point in time, because my mama's already deceased. So if I put my mama in the hospital, they're going to look at me in a weird way. So they was like, mama's in the hospital. We over here at the emergency room, blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. So I'm like, hey, I'm in this movie. I'm wrapping this movie up. But as soon as I get done, I'll be there. Wrap the movie up. Good morning, Tanisha. It's crazy. The story sounds familiar to you, don't it? So I wrap the story up. I go over to the hospital. They over in the emergency room. I was like, hey, what's going on with mama? And they give me a list of things. I don't want to, violate HIPAA, but the list had got so long, I had to tell them, well, tell me what's not wrong with her. She started giving me so many things that was wrong. I was like, hey, why not tell me something that's going right? That's how many things was going wrong. I was like, hey, let's flip this to a right. And so I gets over to the hospital. I was like, I'll be right there. Now, apparently she's still in the emergency room. Apparently you can only have one person in the emergency room in the room with her at a time. But they broke the rule, let me through. So we all in there. They had decided not just to follow Jesus, but that she was in a position where they needed to admit her into the hospital. They said, we're going to admit her. I was like, okay. So when I was on my way, they said, we just waiting on the room now. I said, it's going to take me 30 minutes to an hour to get there. So clearly, by that 30 minutes to an hour, this will be resolved. We ain't even got to worry about it no more. She'll have a room by the time I get there. I got there 30 minutes to an hour. That wasn't the case. Was definitely not the case. She had not been given a room at all. I was like, okay, no problem. It's just taking a couple of moments, but clearly by the time, I get here, we sit down, I try to do all the, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Surely by that time, they've gone to her room. And no, 4, 5 in the morning, I stayed in there. I was in that hospital room about 5 hours. They ain't had no chair. So I was standing up, sitting on the sink, laying on the floor. Well, not laying on the floor. They had like a little step stool sitting on the floor. I went through a lot. Good morning, Billy D. Williams. At the copious hours, I'm talking about a high number of hours, they hadn't gave her no bed. And I tried to rock with her the whole time. I tried to be there. You ever try to be there for somebody? I gave my best, but it ain't work out. I really did try. I tried very, very hard. Very hard to be there, and it was a no-go. It was a no-go. I gave up around 5 a.m. I gave up around 5. And I was like, look, y'all just call me when y'all get her a hotel room. I mean, not a hotel room. Y'all call me when y'all get her a bed. I knew it had got bad when the gentleman came in and said, we got 3 people waiting on beds. And I was like, why is everybody and their mama waiting on a bed? This is what happened. I ended up getting really bored. I was bored in there. This is me last night in the hospital. Pop it. Yep, that happened. You know, you want to see it again? I'll show it to you. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Good form on the twerk. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Excellent form on the twerk, but yeah, that's what happens when you give me too much time. I came home, as you can see, that same shirt is in this video. I came home and I just laid down. I just laid down and went to sleep, and I'm just now waking up. Just wake up. So we was in there. Oh, I was dumb tired. I'm gonna tell y'all how tired. I can't even tell you how tired I was by that time. I will give it say the big BJ is at the hospital, but that'll put too much in there. Give me a text, Monica, so you can know who in the hospital. I'll just give you a hint. She don't have no hair or teeth, and usually wears an oxygen mask. She ain't got no hair, no teeth, and usually wears an oxygen mask. That should give you a clue. A family member of ours without hair. And this is what really confused me about the whole situation. And this is my auntie. This is my auntie. I love my auntie. But 9 out of 10 times when I see my auntie, she's either gonna not have her hair in, not gonna have her teeth, not gonna have her hair on, not gonna have her teeth in. And I rarely do I get both. Rarely do I get both. I'm not. She don't live that kind of life. And I'm not gonna get her hair and her teeth in. Even I've gone over to her house during meals. And I say, surely, not just grace and mercy will follow me for the rest of my life, but surely she gonna put teeth in for this. Surely there's gonna be teeth because it's meal time, you know? And she actually prefers to take her meals without her teeth. The one time where I'm thinking this has got to be a teeth appropriate moment, she goes with no teeth. I don't know why she decides to gum her meals. She's a meal gummer. Good morning, Cassandra. How you been? I ain't seen you so long. Good to see you. She don't never had no teeth in last. She don't never had no teeth in. She don't never had no hair on. Want to wear her wig or be, but I go to see her in the hospital, and she in her full metal jacket. She got on the full armor of God. I pop up in the hospital. She got a wig on and her teeth in her mouth. So, because they come to pick you up in the ambulance, you want to put everything on. I thought it was ridiculous. I'm going to tell you something about me. If I was toothless and hairless, that's what you would get when I got to that hospital. I'd have been right in there with no teeth, no nothing. I'm going to let y'all see all of me. All of me. Oh, yeah, she was being fancy. When I walked in, I was like, so what you planning on picking up a doctor? Because she's already been married copious numbers of times. I'm not going to give y'all her real name because I'm going to protect her HIPAA. But I will say her name is Latasha Diane Smith Jones Davis Thomas Brown. She's killed off a lot of husbands. She had multiple. So I was like, what, you try to find you another one? You 80 years old. You 80 years old now. Ain't nobody checking for you. Come on in here and look like you look. You in here cougaring. You gonna try to cougar one of these young doctors. She came in there to try to cougar one of these young doctors. And I told her, I said, you got a better chance of getting a man with the teeth out. And I probably shouldn't have said that to an 80-year-old woman. But I told her. If you gonna get a man to take them teeth out, that's probably gonna be, at your age, that's gonna be your advantage. That's the advantage you got over these youngins. Keep them teeth out your mouth. That's what I told her. And then at some point, she started talking about giving away cookie. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. She had went to church. She had went to church before she came in. Now, she was sick when she went to church. But you know how the blacks are. And you know how the blacks are. You gonna go to church. You know you sick. But I ain't gonna miss church, though. You should have. You should have. That's what I told her. You should have, because I'm telling you what, you keep trying to go to church. You can't breathe. Your heart failing and all that stuff. Not only you gonna be at church, you're gonna be a permanent fixture. You're gonna be right there in the front. You need to stay home. You need to stay home and take care of yourself. But she had put on a little tight dress. The way the church talked about her dress was too tight. Her dress was so tight that when she got to the hospital, they almost had to cut it off. They almost had to cut her dress off. That's how tight her dress was at 80. What is you doing wearing that kind of thing? Your body can't function like that. Your body needs room to breathe. You can't function like that. Then her daughter told her she's sitting in the church with her cookie house. Don't nobody want that cookie. That 80-year-old cookie, that's nasty. That is what I told her to her face. I said, ma'am, that cookie is well past the best of use by date. I don't know if it comes with cookie expiration. That cookie is done. Let that go. Put that away. She said, I'm not going to wear that dress anymore. God, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. I did. Then she just started yelling out random stuff. I thought she was on drugs, and then they told me they hadn't gave her no medicine. I got upset with the people in the hospital because I thought they had gave her some kind of high kind of narcotic, but I realized they didn't give her no narcotic. She had zero narcotic. Now her blood pressure was higher than giraffe vagina. It was higher than giraffe vagina, and they ain't giving nothing for that. I like, so they just gonna let you stroke out of here. You be stroking, huh? That's what you be doing. Hey, stroke it to the east, and then you stroke it to the west. Hey, stroke it. Yeah, I was like, ain't nobody got time for all that. Get that together. But yeah, I was like, let's get that blood pressure now. They ain't giving nothing for that. I was getting ready to say something about something. Her old cookie, we covered her old cookie. Oh, they ain't giving no medication. But Lord knows she was out there just yelling out stuff. I'm talking about yelling out stuff. Just the most random of stuff. I'm talking about stuff that ain't matter to nothing. They ain't matter no hill of beans to nothing. We all sitting in the room. We just sitting there. Now she done fell asleep. My cousin done fell asleep. Oh, you know what hospital it was? The hospital that you didn't want me to go to. It's that one hospital that you forbid me to go to. Let's just say she lives in Portsmouth. She had to get an ambulance to one of Portsmouth's hospitals. So we just sitting there. And all of a sudden she yell out, the nursing home over in Norfolk caught fire. I said, no, not the nursing home. The funeral home over in Norfolk caught fire. Well, ain't nobody will talk about fires, nursing homes, nothing. She just yells out. I mean, we just sitting there, everybody just sitting. I had put on some gospel music on my phone. And I'm going to tell you one thing about her. She thinks every gospel artist is fat. She talking about something. What's that big woman? She's heavy set. Big. I said, Yolanda Adams, that's her. I said, Yolanda Adams ain't nowhere near heavy set. She done call every artist. She was trying to figure out who artists were all night. There were songs that she liked, and she was trying to figure out who the artist was, and she called every woman heavyset. She said, what that heavyset gospel singer? Yolanda Adams. Yolanda Adams ain't nowhere near heavyset. Now we got some, and I'm yelling out real heavyset people. She's like, who the heavyset? I was like, Twinkie Clark. No, that ain't it. I like Kiera Clark shit. No, that ain't it. She kept calling that girl heavyset. So then she called CeCe Winans heavyset. I said, CeCe Winans ain't heavyset. She said, I like that song. That's the song she sang in that pink dress. That's how she was naming all the gospel artists. She wanted us to know gospel artists based on the outfit. She said, that's the song she sang in the pink dress. And I was like, I don't know what color dress. CeCe, why I didn't even know she had wore clothes. I don't check for CeCe like that. I don't be in CeCe's closet. And she sang that song that I hate when people sing it in the church. because it don't never end. They'll be singing that song until the end of time. That one thing about y'all gospel folk, y'all will let a song continue on through all the. This is like who's the girl that sang with Ty what's his last name? I was like Tribbett. The Ty, what's his last name? I was like Tribbett. Ty what? Tribbett. Yeah, who sings with him? I don't know. Her name is Latoya. Okay. All right, whoever it is. But then that Goodness of God song came on. I can't stand that song. I like the song. It's a beautiful song. I just like that y'all won't let that song go. I will sing of the goodness of God. For all my life, you have been faithful. All my life. And every time you think that song right there is the new, that song right there is the new I Won't Complain. Because you think that song, every time you think that song is over, I will sing of the goodness of God. You're like, yes, it's over. And one, all you need is one hallelujah from somebody. Hallelujah. For all my life, I have been faithful. It was all my life. We've been singing this all my life. We've been on this song. All my life. For all my life, I have been so good. And everybody will always throw in all kinds of the ad libs on that song is what makes it long. All my life, you have been faithful. How many of y'all know that he's a faithful God? He's faithful. He's faithful, huh? How many know he's faithful when ain't nobody else faithful? He's faithful. All my life, you have been so good. How many of y'all know he's so good? He's the Campbell soup of saviors, huh? He's the Campbell soup of saviors. So good. So good. I can't stand it. If a church, if they start singing that song in your church, I'm going to leave out. I'm going to head on out. Because I don't have that much time. Y'all going to sing this song to the rapture. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, my. No, sir. Not the DJ play that at the bar. That is hilarious. So she called her heavy set. And then I would tell her who was singing the song, and she would ask me who was singing it 14 times. All my life. Now that one, All My Life is funny. Now the funniest song to me is This Means War. And we was in there just singing that all night. Because that song, for no reason, Charles Jenkins start yelling. That song be cool. This means war. All song, everything is good. Then all of a sudden, you can't hurt my family. They'll be like out of nowhere. And I didn't even know nobody was talking to you, man. They ain't even tell me they was messing with your family. Just all of a sudden, you can't hurt my family. You just be out of nowhere. You can't hurt my. And there won't even no reason. I didn't even know your family was out there. That's what the dude from Taken should have sang. If they would have put that song in Taken, that would have been perfect. Instead of him answering that phone, and they'd be like, good luck. When he was like, I'm not a very rich man, but what I do have is a particular set of skills. And that dude was like, I've got your daughter. He should have been like, you can't hurt my family. That would have ruined. That would have ended the whole movie. That would have ended all the Taken. And I've still been on here longer than I'm supposed to be. I got to get back up to the hospital. So they finally got her a room about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I knew that was going to happen. I knew they weren't going to get her no room to the shift change. The nurse came in. He told us, we got 3 people waiting on beds. I was like, so what's going to happen at 7 o'clock? Y'all letting people go at 6? Like what? How are we just waiting on beds? Ain't that many people here in the hospital. I refuse to believe it. Ain't that many people in the hospital. We just waiting on the bed now. You roll this one up. She's already in the bed. Roll this one upstairs. Just roll it up. That's all. So I'm about to go back over there and be my aunt. So that's why it took me so long to get on today. I came home. I was like, I'm gonna lay down for a minute, get up, do my show, then go back to the hospital. And I guess my alarms went off and everything, and my body was like, no, I hear you calling, and I won't go on. We talking about all kinds of stuff. I'm talking about my aunt. So it's been a long time since I had a colonoscopy, and I like at least 40 years. You only got to do it once when you're 40. You got 40 years ago. Ain't nobody going back in there to check that. Whatever's going on in there, they're going to let it go at this point. Well, I ain't get out that hospital till 5:30 in the morning. In the morning. What up, Pastor Shy? Now, I don't know if there were any gunshot wounds while I was there. Now, I will say that when I walked into the emergency room, it was a police officer in there. She had an ice pack on her eye. I said, well, who done beat the police officer? This is what you're getting when you come into certain hospitals. I walked in the hospital. The police officer had an ice pack on her eye. I said, well, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Monica, you come on down. You come back there. You got your nursing credentials. You go back there and you tell them what to do. Right now, Jackie is there. So I think they may want you to come in because I'm pretty sure Jackie done gone over there. Jackie, a real estate agent, she probably done sold a room and got her an upgrade. Jackie probably done listed the room on Zillow. Yeah. Listen, when I saw that police officer sitting up there with an ice pack on her eye, I said, it's going to be a long night. This is going to be a long, oh, my life. Oh, my life. All right. Today's word of the day is tome, T-O-M-E. A tome is a formal word for a book, especially a very large, thick, often scholarly book. We picked up a tome on the Ghana Empire for our history project. Tome, T-O-M-E, a formal word for a book, and especially a very large, thick, often scholarly book. I'm gonna start calling my member my tome. He be like, you want to see my tome, girl? My large, thick, scholarly book. No, I'm not snowed in. We got four flakes of snow. I ain't nowhere near snowed in. I went home yesterday, got my truck, drove my truck, because I was like, in case I get snowed in, I had my truck and everything. And I ain't need no truck. I could have stayed in my car. I ain't need no snow out here. Richmond got it bad, but we ain't got nothing. You got it bad. Them kids got to go to school late. Other than that. All right, look here. Let me give y'all this real quick. I had this discussion with my daughter. I know I'm supposed to be getting off the phone, going over to the hospital, but let me do this real quick. I want to do this. I want to figure out which Love is the best song. I give you 3 examples. We got 3 songs called Love, L-O-V-E, 3 of them. Which one do you think is the best? Which Love is best? Kirk Franklin, Music Soul Child, or Keisha Cole? Kirk Franklin, Music Soul Child, or Keisha Cole? Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I judge people based on their answer to that question. If I walk up to you and say, hey, who sings the song Love? If you tell me Kirk Franklin, then I know that you right with the Lord. If you tell me Keisha Cole, I know that you ratchet. I prefer people that answer with music. That's how I figure out the kind of lady that I like. I go and ask her who sings the song Love. That's my question for a lady. I'd be like, hey, girl, hey, who sing that song Love? If she be like Kirk Franklin, she too holy for me. If she be like Keisha Cole, she too ratchet for me. But she get Music Soul Child. You can't have my... For my life. Fernita, you can't say all three. You gotta say which one. Kurt Franklin's verse still makes me cry. Oh Lord, they all good. No, we're not asking you this. I'm here for the tough decisions. I'm here to make y'all. Thank you, Pastor Shy, for being the only person who handled it right. You spelled music's name wrong, but you tried. Thank you for being the only one who understood the assignment. The assignment was which one? Pick one of the three. Not like I like all three. I know you're gonna like all three. You can't say both. There's only gonna be one person. Thank you, T. Riddick, for understanding the assignment. I think I like your wonderful lessons. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Moo Moo. Okay, Monica, you going with Kurt Franklin. Fernita going with music. I think music has got the corner on love. Kurt with the close second. I think Keisha Cole don't count because she don't actually say love. She only say love. She don't even mention the letter V. Yes, Monica. We all know the lyrics of the song. You gonna keep going over. It's a mystery to me now. My heart. It's a mystery to me now. Glad to see Jesus. It's a mystery to me. Mystery to me. Yep. Yep. There it is. I had to know. I'm about to. I wanted to see before I'm gonna start. That's my engagement post for the day. Good morning, McCoy. Or Davon, if you say, and you're musically inclined. So if you were not inclined to Mr. Music, but musically you are a director and a band, all of that. Kirk is a close second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it on my post. That's my engagement post for the day. People are still engaging on my why AKAs and Qs are problematic as people. That's all she say is love. She don't say no V. How you gonna say love without a V? You gonna miss the whole letter V in love. No, Chris, we ain't asked you what you was going through. We just asked you to pick one. We ain't asked you about your emotions. We ain't asked you about my Stephanie. You in there? Don't talk about my store. I'm talking about you. Why you gonna put all of them out there? AKAs are the problem in the dating world. AKAs and Qs are problems in the dating world, and this has been affirmed by multiple people. It was very clear. If you want to be a happy life, date a Delta. If you want to date a happy, if you want to have a happy, complete relationship, date you a Delta. She gonna go nice places with you. She'll go to the ghetto with you. She'll buy chicken from a gas station, and she'll fight with you. You can get you a Zeta. Y'all always gonna eat good. You can get you a, if you want to be indiscriminate and not really sure what's going on, get you a Sigma Gamma Rho. That way nobody will even know what's happening. They'll be like, oh, okay. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm about to get all kinds of phone calls from Zetas and Rose. If we can give you some culture. That's it. That's all y'all got. We can run around with fancy mirrors and eating sushi and caviar all the time with AKA. But when you really want to get into the guts of something, I feel like this. If I go into a bad neighborhood, if you go into a bad neighborhood, same question, and it applies. Look how it applies in life. Y'all, the problems, relationships, but look at this. If you ever going into a neighborhood where you feel like something's about to go down, where you need somebody to have your back, it's gonna be a tight situation. Which sorority or fraternity do you want? If it's about to go down, things about to go down, you finna get cut. Who do you want? You going Coleman all day. Give me a Q and a Delta. Give me a Q and a Delta. I ain't even gonna lie to you. No, I'm definitely not taking no Kappa with me. It's get ready to go down. I'm in a dangerous neighborhood. I'm not like, oh my gosh, go get me a candy cane man. Not happening. No, I don't need one of them. I don't need the alphas coming in and trying to negotiate their way out and give a speech. I don't have time for it. Sigma's coming in and just trying to encourage the brother and make him feel better about himself. You don't need to fight, brother. You're a better man than that. No, sir, I don't need that. I don't need your brotherhood, scholarship, nor your service right now. I need somebody that's going to fight. Then go to Delta. That Delta coming in swinging off the top. Q coming in. He didn't start fighting. He don't even know why we fighting. Look at you, AKA, you'll call the police. We ain't even got time to wait on that. And then you might not even be able to dial 911 depending on what your nails look like. I just got my nails done. I'm AKA, no, sir. Give me a Delta, rough, rugged, and raw. If you had to pick one D9 fraternity, one D9 sorority to go into a fight with you, it's gonna be Qs and Deltas. I'm sorry. If I pick on one to go into an oratorical contest, somebody to give a speech, I'm picking an alpha. I'm taking an alpha with me. Absolutely. If I'm going to go save the children, save the whales, if I'm going to go do some high-level community service, I'm taking a Sigma and a Zeta. Every time. If I'm going into witness protection, I'm taking an iota. Taking an iota. It's just different things that you're going to do. If I'm going to a fancy dinner, yeah, give me an AKA and a Kappa. I'll take them with me. Yeah. Yeah, just start shimmying all over the place. There's a difference. The Q with the Q with the hip thrust, the Qs, they out there hip thrusting and Qs out there hip thrusting and all that. You can't take that everywhere. But a shoulder shimmy, now you can take a shoulder shimmy anywhere. Ain't nobody worried about a shoulder shimmy. It's inviting. It's non-threatening. Whenever I see them shoulder shimmy, I just be like, oh, I'm comfortable at that point. I'm comfortable. You see the shoulders? I'm not intimidated by a shoulder shimmy. You think about it, if you get ready to get in a fight and a man just start shoulder shimmying, you ain't like, did he just shimmy? Not intimidated by a shimmy. The Qs out there just throwing their crotches around. That's what a Q gonna do. The Q gonna throw that. You gotta have strong hips to be a Q. They gonna throw that midsection there. That crotch is coming. That crotch is coming. They coming in crotch first. Every time. That crotch is coming. Off the top. Salmon pink and apple green. You know what I'm talking about, Larry. You seen them Qs. Everything they do is crotch. It's all crotch and tongue with those guys. It is all crotch and tongue with those guys. Those guys. I'm surprised more of them don't have COVID because they crotch and tongue every time. It's all tongue all day. Hey, put your tongue in your mouth, sir. That's how you get in. If you can touch the bottom of your chin with your tongue, you got a better chance of being an Omega. That you have been Omega trained. Now some of y'all at home now trying to see if you can touch. Now that's almost impossible to touch the bottom of your chin with your tongue, but every Q can do it. I don't know what they do. I don't know if they get a BTL, a Brazilian tongue lengthening. They might get a BTL, but that's how you get in. That's how you get into Omega. You got to lengthen your tongue. Your tongue got to be able to touch your chin. Got to get all the way down here. Y'all can't see my chin because I got a beard, but my tongue ain't long enough. I'm only mid-chin. Omega's going to hop no matter what. Listen here. That's how I know if a Q is really dead or not. If I go to a Q funeral, first thing I'm gonna do when I walk in is I'm gonna play Atomic Dog. If he don't get out that casket, then I know he gone. They not gonna let Atomic Dog get by. Q's ain't gonna let it. They not gonna let it happen. They not gonna let Atomic Dog slide by. It don't matter where they at. You can put a Q in an interview. He about to get $1 million a year job. I'm talking about this job is gonna put him over the top, set himself up and family financially forever. All we need you to do is remain professional during the interview. Somebody play Atomic Dog. He done kicked the table over. Done punched the poor interviewer in the face and threw the hook up. That Atomic Dog, boy, they can't do it. They cannot hold back. There is no other group that has a song that's synonymous with them like that. The Deltas with Candy, maybe. Maybe the Deltas with Candy. I don't know if the AKA's got a song. Maybe I'm conceited. But it's not a song that's universally, that's the Deltas. Now, everybody may have one. I know the Sigmas now have started identifying with Otis by Jay-Z and Kanye. Oh, To Be Real. You're right. To Be Real. To Be Real and Set It Off. Yes, those are y'all songs. I'm sorry. I said Candy. It's To Be Real. It is To Be Real. To Be Real. But y'all ain't, but it ain't like that. It ain't like, see how we had to discuss it? Why it took members of the organization for me to know that that's y'all song. It's not just automatically known. DJs know, but people who ain't got no idea what D9 is know when Atomic Dog comes on. Get out the way. I had my Bronco cap on all night in the hospital. I don't know where it went. I just grabbed this when I woke up. To Be Real. Why would y'all choose To Be Real? That song 400 years long. That song, you might well just do all my life. Both of them songs is long. That song got a what, 45-minute intro? I used to think the song was an instrumental. It takes so long for them to actually get to a word. Boom. And that's a well-known dance routine song for bands. Black bands gotta have To Be Real. If your black band can't dance to Be Real, I'm questioning whether they're really a black band. Boom. You've been doing the intro, y'all strolling that song. Just a fact. Before you even get to that, it's been 35 minutes. 35 minutes of intro is too long. You don't need to be introduced to nothing that long. Get in, get out. That intro ought to be a lot shorter. All right, I'm gone, man. I'm finna go up to this hospital. Y'all pray for my aunt, man, and she's doing all right. She's doing all right, I guess. But, anytime they keep you, it's something serious. So we're going to go up there. So y'all pray for my family. I'm going to go up there and act a fool in there. I may or may not twerk again. I'm never going to twerk again. Guilty cheeks have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than twerk with them. So yeah, big shout outs. Thank y'all, man, everybody for your prayers and everything. They'll be all right, man. I'm gonna go see if she need me to take her another wig or something if we want to change wigs. If I get over there, she still got her teeth in her mouth. It's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna release them teeth. It's the only way you're gonna get that doctor to come home with you. Have a magnificent Monday, everybody. Y'all know how we do with Monday. We let Monday set the tone for the rest of the week. Oh, I got a cocaine habit, Larry. We let our Monday set the tone for the rest of the week. If we make Monday great, the rest of the week is sure to be great. I guarantee. I stand behind it. I guarantee it. Don't let it get in the way, man. It's great. Don't let this snow day get in your way. Make this snow day your day. Have a fantastic day, man. The rain, the liquid sunshine is pouring. It's a good day, man. It's going to be a fantastic one, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Lord willing, the creek don't rise to be a little bit better than I was. Make somebody feel good. Happens to be you, or even if they're a Cowboy fan, because they can't feel anything. I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton Cassidy Show. Yeah.